Good morning. Hi, good morning, everybody. This is Brittany at Big Cat Rescue here in Tampa, Florida. The birds are very loud this morning. This is Jasmine Tiger. Hopefully everything's working for you guys. It took me forever. I would have been live like 10 minutes ago. But for some reason, Facebook was not allowing me to choose to go live for Big Cats. So, yay. Okay, I'm just now starting to see comments. Ooh, they're very slow, though, and they're like double. So unless Deb has said good morning, Jasmine 3 times, my comments are doing weird things. So bear with me this morning. I'm also super congested. When I spend an entire day outside volunteering, I always pay for it the next day. And that was yesterday. I fed the interior Big Cats yesterday, and then I cleaned and trained one of our interns for that section for cleaning. So it was a long day, plus all the rehab stuff with Summer. Thank you guys for sharing this, tagging each other. I only see about 30-ish people on my end watching, so thank you guys. Good morning, Deb. Hi, Sherry. Just now starting to see some names. Hi, Crystal. Good morning, Dawn. Good morning, Chad. Hi, Austin. Oh. Someone's gonna chase a golf cart. She's like, these are the ladies that fed me, so I'm going with them. Good morning, Carol. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Chris. So Summer Bobcat is doing well. She finally gave us a fecal sample. She hadn't pooped for me since the 9th and finally did on the 13th. So, woohoo. And then we were able to send it out for another panel because she's been fully off of medications since the 9th. So we wanted to check in with her and make sure that everything's looking good. She's just still being finicky. Sometimes she eats, sometimes she doesn't. Sometimes she poops, sometimes she doesn't. Hi, Miss Lady. There's a Kali, and I'm so sorry. I'm not wearing my boots. My feet are killing me from yesterday wearing boots all day. And I cannot get the only shoes I have super muddy. It has been raining like crazy. There's standing water everywhere again. It all happened in basically the last 2 nights. So this is Kali Tiger. And unfortunately, I have to shoot through a safety gate, so just saw a question. Can you tell me why you fill the bowl of water under her food bowl? So I know you're talking about Summer there. That is something that we do when they are outside to deter ants or bugs from getting in the water. I did it because she keeps dropping food off the plate and onto the floor, and I don't want there to be a bug problem. So I put the bowl of water there because at least it'll catch the little remnants of food that she drops. And so if she ends up going outside someday, we need her to be used to how that works. I sure hope she'll start eating whole prey by then, though. Because anytime we have to feed like chicken or mush or anything like that outside, it's impossible to keep bugs away from it. But she's doing really well. I know this morning, 2 days ago, I gave her a chick and she ate that and did really well. And then I think it was 2 days prior to that I gave her one and she only ate a little bit of it, and then this morning I gave her one and it looked like she was playing with it like crazy. So hi, beautiful girl. Oh, I gotta move my golf cart. There's the car trying to come through. So Miss Amanda has finally decided, ooh, maybe I can go through here. I mean, I'm gonna get a little muddy, but as long as I'm not in submerged water like you see there, I might be able to get a better view of her without so much wire. So I don't know if there's just something in the air right now or if it's all the rain, but a couple of the cats are doing weird things that we're watching carefully. Hi, honey. Is that better? Now we can zoom again. There's our Kali. So Amanda has decided she's in full vacation mode and she's not coming over for her medications in the evening, but when she comes over to eat breakfast, we can get her. So she's finally decided that she's definitely on her own time out there right now. And Mr. Max Tiger, I don't know if he's just infatuated with Kali, even though he's always seen Kali, but he is very obsessively hanging out in this bubble closest to her. You guys probably see him on his Verkada camera a lot. And Miss Aria has a goopy eye all of a sudden, so she's on a new medication. Plus we're still spraying her little spots. But she's actually shifted down into Amanda's cage so they can clean hers up. So everybody's doing something funky. Can't just be one at a time. It's got to be everybody. Hi, lady. Can I get one of your chuffs? Yes, perfect. Perfect, girl. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I was really wanting that. Yes. Ooh. So Kali here is 21 years old. Amanda is 25. Aria, we think's in her late teens. Max is like in his mid-teens. Where are you going? Like to my other side. I can't swim over there, lady. So you can see Max is right over here, watching our girl. Looking very muddy. It rained a lot last night. I know, my goodness. My goodness sakes. Ooh. Yeah, my best girl. My best girl. Well, by now Priya's probably just laying in a den sleeping, and that's never that exciting to show you guys. Plus I did show her on my very last live, so I try to show you guys cats, different ones every single time throughout the week, so you don't think you're just seeing the same, my favorite cats all the time. I know, I didn't get to show them you though. You were sleeping. I know. I know. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Best girl. Why don't you find a comfy spot to lay that's in the sun? Yeah, go somewhere in the sun and dry out. It is so soggy. So super soggy. I try not to get my only pair of shoes muddy because I have to go in and out of Summer's room, and I'm really trying to not, first of all, I'm not going to walk in there barefoot, and second of all, I'm not going to track mud everywhere. So Maxie Moo, you chasing that bird? I think what happened is he's been over here for about a week now, or I guess maybe almost 2 weeks now. And within the last few days, he has been discovering where he likes to do his walking path, which is exactly what he did in his old enclosure, which was just across the street. But he also, Monday night, totally refused to even acknowledge that I was alive and in front of him because, right? Because he was in that den right there. So I used the long stick, which I got a ton of practice doing that with Keisha and Hoover over the years. And could put the food directly in front of his face and he wouldn't take it. He just like 100% refused meds. I was like, okay. Just like you're still on vacation, I guess. Here's Simba. He definitely found his sunshine spot. Hey, Sim Sim. So for any of you guys that are brand new and you have no idea what it is you're looking at here, this is Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. You gotta kind of do some self-educating sometimes when you find something new. So if you want to look into us and our enclosures, you can do that at bigcatrescue.org/cages. You can also go to, I made a whole playlist on dailybigcat.com. It's a YouTube channel. And there's a whole playlist called Home Tours because it is nearly impossible for you guys to see. We've got just over 40, I think we're about 48 cats on 67 acres. And the enclosures take up an awful lot of that. Like Simba has access to all of this just because he's laying in that one spot. It's not going to show you very accurately the space that they have. Let me see what time it is here. 9:20. But it is a good thing for you to get in the habit of always questioning what you're seeing, because there's a lot of people out there that are going to lie to you and tell you that they're doing the things that they're doing, like breeding cubs for conservation, which is nonsense. You can't breed big cats in captivity and ever set them free, so that's not conserving them when all you're doing is breeding them for a full captive life. Because that means they're not going back in the wild, so you're not really helping them. People have to learn that it's more fun to see these cats in the wild than it is to watch them be in cages, especially at zoos and things like that. Hi, Zuzu. This is Zucari. Okay. Each cat has a bubble system, so each bubble that you see is about 12 to 1,800 square feet. And then they've got anywhere from 4 to like 12 of those, all connected by tunnels and doors. Zuzu, come here! So that we can shift them around. If we ever need to go in and fix something or clean something, it's easy for us to do that. And it's not scary because they just shift to another area of their enclosure. Hi, bud. You're just on a mission. One of my favorite pages to send people to is cubtruth.com for anyone who thinks that breeding cats in captivity is a good thing. Generally, you can only use those animals for about 12 weeks of their life, and then they become too big and dangerous, and you can't exploit them anymore, and then they end up in roadside zoos and backyards and basements, and they are fed horrible diets, or they're actually killed and used for their parts. Yeah, it's a little too soggy on the ground. Zucari's like, I'm gonna go up high. And groom my toes because they got mud on them. Oh, hi, Hutchkins. Hi, buddy. How's my best boy? How's that best boy?
This is Hutch. Meow. Hi, cutie pie.
So Hutch and Zucari are both African Servals. They should have been born and raised by their mamas in Africa. Instead, they were bred in the US for the pet trade. Zucari was declawed as a baby. Hutch actually has his claws, but he's got a really bad bum knee, most likely from being fed an improper diet. When these cats are ripped away from their mothers and, you know, hand-fed by people their whole lives, they don't actually get the nutrients that they need. So there's long-lasting effects of that when they become older. Hutch is in his late teens, but Zucari is actually one of our younger Servals, although I keep saying that and then it dawns on me, I'm like, oh my gosh, he's been here for several years now. So
Right, Bud.
and while he does look very sweet, he is still an African Serval that's fully clawed. I've been trying to help him with grooming because since he's got kind of a bad knee and a bad hip, he gets a little matted on his back end. And so I've been trying to get him used to, we use long metal retractable scratchers. And he'll do okay for a couple of minutes and then all of a sudden he will viciously attack the scratcher. So, hi. She doesn't have anything for you, buddy. You already got yours. Marie has treats for Ginger.
Ginger's on meds too.
Yeah.
He is very jealous.
He's like, Marie, come back.
Right, sir? Oh, I know. Very sweet.
And really what the cats are doing when they get rubby like that, first of all, it's good for him because it helps get some of that fur off of him when he rubs on these 4x4 squares. But we are a non-contact facility here. So the retractable scratchers are the safest way for us to help them. We find it very disrespectful when people want to touch these animals. They'd never allow you to touch them in the wild. So what gives you the right to breed them in a cage and then force your wishes on them? So it's not worth the reward. If he were to bite or scratch, it could cost him his life. We could be forced to put him down and have him tested for rabies. So we find it very disrespectful when people do and want to touch these animals. That's not the respect they deserve. They deserve to be admired and put up on their pedestal, absolutely. But what he's really doing, he's not saying, oh, pet me, because trust me, he turns around and bites the metal scratcher. He's definitely going to bite your hand. But he's actually marking his territory. All of these cats have scent glands all over their body, but especially their feet and their face and their neck area. So these cats actually rub on, bite, claw, and pee on everything, and that is how they mark their territory. And they absolutely would do it to a person as well, so that could be very dangerous. So we're an accredited sanctuary. You should never ever support any kind of facility that buys, sells, trades, breeds, or touches the animals. And certainly not a facility that puts leashes on these gorgeous cats and thinks it's cool to parade them around at parties or at weddings or at corporate functions. These cats don't belong on leashes. They don't want people touching them. And they lead very stressful lives and usually very short lives. That's the nice thing you see about accredited sanctuaries like us. Most of our cats live into their late teens and early 20s. I don't know too many zoos out there that have animals that live that long.
Are you watching with so much intent? See? So sweet, but he's still got Serval in him. He's so mad.
He totally made eye contact with you and hissed. I know.
That's very jealous when I go to the neighbor, the lady.
He's so mad.
My moon face. What's that, moon face? Eh? My disco boy. What, you mad? Oh.
He's so mad. Oh, slow blinks though. He hissed at you and then he slow blinked you.
He does.
Yeah.
When he sees me going across the street, he hisses like, Mom! What'd you do?
Oh, sorry, Bud. I love him so much. He's a doll baby. But it was perfect timing because he was being all sweet and rubby, and then all of a sudden he hissed. I'm like, see, he's not to be trusted. Not to be trusted.
I love you.
Oh, what a good boy. My goodness. And for anyone who's interested, our accreditation is with GFAS, so that's the Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries, and they hold all of their sanctuaries to those standards. So again, no buying, selling, trading, breeding, or touching the cats. Certainly no public contact or public parading. Just gotta get turned around. Marie does our morning meds every Wednesday and Thursday.
All right, bye, sweet boy. Bye, love bug.
All right, let's see who else we might be able to see from the path, because as you can see, I really can't walk too far in at the moment. See if there's anybody else we can zoom and see. Hopefully I'll be able to wear my boots again tomorrow, but today, just can't do another day in boots. It's actually a medical issue I've had for the last decade of my life. And if I don't have the right shoes on, I pay for it. Oh, are you up in your princess tower again? I don't blame you, baby. It's so wet down here. This is Smalls. Ooh. Smalls Bobcat. Looking gorgeous, of course. I just showed Simba Tiger on the way over here. If you guys joined in late, you'll be able to rewatch this at dailybigcat.com.
You just stay up there. It's much drier, babe. You don't want to do zoomies in the mud.
But we kind of worked our way forward. We saw Jasmine and Kali, Max, and Simba Tiger. And we got a little dose of Zucari and Hutch. Now we're here with our sweet small girl. Oh, Danglefoot. Okay. Oh. All right. I don't blame you. What time is it? Okay, I've got about 10 more minutes or so. Let's see who else might be out.
There's a Flintster. Are you chasing lizards again? Hi, sweetheart. Where you going?
This is Flint. I don't see Biscuit out. He must be in his den. Well,
Flint.
I think he's been mad at me. I don't get to come out and spend as much time with him because I'm full-time summer duty right now. Because he just is always like, oh, it's you? Okay, bye. Oh, there's a handsome Gilligan. And I can get to him because it's dry.
Hi, bud. You've got a dry area. Hi, where are you going? Oh, don't go away. Have you been hooing? Ooh, there we go. Yeah, you didn't have to get up.
Okay, if he's going to be nervous for me to walk over there, we'll just come back over here and we'll zoom. This is as good as we're gonna get. So this is Gilligan. He's a Canada Lynx. We just saw Smalls, who's a bobcat, and Flint, who's a bobcat. You seeking some sunshine too, I can see.
Gilligan. Woo! 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 That's Gilly for I love you.
Oh. That's so pixelated when I zoom in that much. Flint was back again.
Hi, buddy. Hi, sweet boy. I miss you. I really do. I know. I can't come back there. It's too wet.
I know. Lily Davis, sometimes there are two cats in the same enclosure, but if you really look at cats in the wild, most cats are solitary by nature. They come together to have babies, raise their young, and then they usually say, get out of here, this is my territory, and they kick the babies out when they're old enough to survive on their own. The only exception are lions, who obviously do live in a pride. But all other cats are primarily bobcats. Sometimes you'll see in more of a family unit as well, but same deal. Once cats are sexually mature, they're like, get out of here, this is my space. But only if the cats were raised together and were rescued together. Generally, we don't put them together otherwise unless they are very young. Flint, who you just saw, shares that space with another bobcat, but he was not out. That shows you how large these enclosures are, that you're able to actually not see a cat because it can be really hard to find in their enclosure.
Hi, Tutties. This is King Tut. Now, King Tut is a Savannah cat. I know, sir. I bet Marie's already been here 3 times. I bet you're lying.
So a Savannah cat is a man-made hybrid, so yet another stupid ploy for money. People breed them and sell them for tens of thousands of dollars because they are mixed between domestic cats and wild cats. It kind of depends on the species, on what they're called, but Savannah cats are usually African Servals mixed with domestic house cats. And sometimes they come out looking very exotic, but a lot of times they come out looking a little more plain, but they are always super wild in spirit.
Don't you get a zoomie?
He's looking at his tree like, I'm gonna run up this tree.
I'm gonna run up this tree for attention. Cute boy. What a cute boy.
And hi, Susan. I was told I had a package from you today, so I'm excited to look for that. I will thank you ahead of time.
What? You know you've already had breakfast. Yes, you did.
So darn cute.
You're so darn cute. Yes, you are.
So there's the domestic side of him right there. My cat does the same thing. She started waking us up every day now, usually right at 6 a.m.
Same noise. Yep, same noise. I know. Sure do love you.
Crystal, we don't have any kittens here, and the only kitten we do have is a rehab bobcat, Florida native bobcat named Summer, and she is being rehabbed for release back into the wild. We don't do any breeding here, so the only kittens that we get here are going to be bobcat kittens that have been orphaned or injured. There's Nikita in the background. I don't think you guys can hear it over the cicadas, though. My goodness.
So handsome.
go. All right, well, let's see. I'm gonna circle back around, see if anybody new is out where we can see them. Otherwise, you can rewatch this at dailybigcat.com if you came in late and missed the beginning of all my jabbering.
There's a Servie.
Servie is one of the least sponsored cats here at Big Cat Rescue, so I'd love to see her shoot to the top. She's 21 years old. She's a cancer survivor.
Hi, Miss Servies. Look at you looking beautiful in the sun. So beautiful in the sun.
Maybe this is where we'll end because I think she's dry enough. I can walk back here. All of her stuff slopes off into the lake. You can see the lake still having that algae bloom, or I guess it's an invasive weed. I'm going to be going back to the other coast to pick up that bobcat trap that I took about 2 weeks ago. And on that trip, I was amazed to see every body of water I passed has that nasty weed in it.
Where are you going, honey? She's like, I'm just on my morning walk. Trying to see if Marie's coming back. Where are you going?
She might be able to show you. Her enclosure is pretty typical of all of them. There's these doorways and different sections the cats can go in, depending on their mood. All of our enclosures are natural, so they've got soft earth grounds, grass, dirt, sand. You can grow a lot of different foliage. We've got sawgrass, we've got palmettos, we've got palm trees, oak trees. Oh yeah, you're right. All the cats love Marie. Marie's been out here for well over 10 years. If not, I want to say at least 15, but I'm not totally sure. 15 to 20, potentially. She's been a meds keeper for a long portion of that. She's absolutely amazing. Definitely my mentor, one of my mentors that I've learned the most from.
Where are you going? Your back leg looks shaky. Gonna have to tell them about that. Tail's very flickery today too.
Well, a huge thank you to anybody who donated today. Oh, we're going potties. Give her privacy. Maybe that's why she was acting like that. She needed the squat. So thank you very much to everybody who's donated today, or anyone who wants to donate or sponsor Servie. You can do that at bigcatrescue.biz. And I really appreciate any of you guys who were sharing this today, everybody who helped each other out in the comments. If you were a newbie today, please continue to come back and ask questions. 2004, okay, yeah, I knew it was, I think Jen and Matt are still the longest reigning keepers at this point, and then Mama Becky, but she's still out on a break. There's like several different generations of keepers out here. We've got the ones that have been here pretty much since it started, which were 20 plus years now. And then there's like another group that's 15 plus, and then another group that's 10 plus. And then we're like the new kids on the block still. I've been out here 6 years, so. All right, everybody. Well, thank you. Have a great day. And I will, weather permitting, see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one, everybody.